China just told the world that India is on its side when it comes to Taiwan. The only problem? India says that's a flat out lie. Now, this isn't just some diplomatic mix up. It's a calculated power play that could unravel the already fragile peace between two nuclear armed neighbors. Here's what happened. In August 2025, after a visit from Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi, Beijing claimed India had officially backed its sovereignty over Taiwan. India's response was a swift and stunning public denial. So, we're going to break down the lie, what's really driving it, and how India is subtly rewriting its foreign policy in a way that could reshape the future of Asia. To get why this is such a big deal, you need to understand the One China policy. It's complicated, but here's the short version. After the Chinese Civil War, the losing side fled to Taiwan and set up their own government. But Beijing has always insisted there's only one China, and that Taiwan is just a province that will one day be reunified. By force, if they have to. For decades, countries like India have walked a fine line. They've acknowledged Beijing's position to keep the peace, but they haven't fully endorsed it, which allows them to have unofficial ties with democratic Taiwan. India was actually one of the first non-communist countries to recognize the People's Republic of China way back in 1949. But the relationship has been tense ever since, with a border war in 1962 and deadly clashes as recently as 2020. Because of all this friction, India quietly stopped mentioning the One China policy in official statements after 2010. That diplomatic silence says everything. Our support is no longer a blank check. It's a calculated ambiguity, a tightrope walk to keep options open without picking a direct fight. And that brings us to the diplomatic bombshell of August 2025. After meetings in New Delhi, China's foreign ministry boldly announced that India agrees Taiwan is part of China. It was a classic move by Beijing to project an image of global consensus and corner other nations into following its lead. But India wasn't having it. In a rare public takedown, India's Ministry of External Affairs stated there was no change in its position. The statement itself was a masterclass in pushback. It highlighted that India's relationship with Taiwan is all about trade, tech, and culture, and that those ties would continue. Then the knockout punch. The statement dryly noted that China itself has the exact same kinds of cooperation with Taiwan. The message was crystal clear. You can't hold us to a standard you don't even follow yourself. China's foreign ministry said it was surprised by the correction, calling it inconsistent with the facts, and blaming some people in India for trying to cause trouble. India's firm denial isn't just about setting the record straight. It shows a much deeper shift in strategy. While New Delhi and Taipei don't have formal diplomatic relations, their partnership is absolutely booming. They set up representative offices back in 1995, and since then, trade has skyrocketed. Now, Taiwanese tech giants are pouring money into India's most strategic sectors, especially semiconductors. This isn't just business. It's about building new supply chains that don't rely on China and strengthening alliances with other democracies. This growing bond is built on shared values and a desire for a free and open Indo-Pacific. By getting closer to Taiwan, India is sending an unmistakable signal to Beijing. Our patience is wearing thin. The constant border tension and China's aggressive moves in the region have forced New Delhi to look for new friends. This whole episode proves the old days of quiet agreement are over. So, where do things go from here? Well, Beijing's attempt to corner India has completely backfired. All it did was expose the growing cracks in their relationship and reinforce India's view of China as an untrustworthy neighbor. India is making it clear it won't be a pawn in anyone else's game and will set its own foreign policy. This is way more than just a fleeting headline. It's a key moment in the new great power competition playing out across Asia. India is stepping out of China's shadow, cautiously but with more confidence than ever before. The balancing act isn't over, but the tightrope is getting shorter. In the end, China's diplomatic gamble was called out by India's sharp and immediate denial. The confrontation has pulled back the curtain on India's smarter, more assertive strategy on Taiwan. A strategy that puts its own security and economic future first. What do you think India should do next? Is it time to officially drop the One China policy altogether? Let us know what you think in the comments. And if you want to keep up with major global stories like this one, make sure you subscribe.